Friday, January 16th, 2015. My name is Jason Bunn Parsons, and I'm an autistic self-advocate. And this is actually part two of a series of videos about organizational meeting that a group of us had for a autism social and networking group. And in the first video, I basically told you why I'm having to do it this way rather than actually, having the video of the meeting, which was my intention, was to video the meeting, but that all went awry. But anyways, so what needs were actually met at this meeting? Well, 8 of us showed up. Unfortunately, one autistic gentleman and his mother had to leave early. He was basically, he was not feeling well when he showed up, and he just got progressively worse as the meeting went on, and so he really didn't have the ability to get anything out of it because of all this. He wasn't really participating. He did listen in, but he wasn't really participating. As far as the other 6 members, the eldest member that had signed up on a site called meetup.com, that's where everybody is going to find out about the group, is meetup.com. The eldest member that signed up for there had made a comment that on the announcements, the web page announcement, how about just having just a meeting, or just go someplace to hang out together. Basically, she was wanting recreational activities. Well, another member who came, he hadn't signed up for the meetup, but in any case, he's in her age bracket, and oh, by the way, they live about 2 to 4 blocks away from each other, and so both of them got their got a specific need of theirs met, as far as just having somebody their own age. And that's one thing that both of them had told me before the meeting even started. The gentleman I've actually known since November, but anyways, is that just wanting somebody their own age who's autistic that they can hang out with. And so lo and behold, those 2 members found each other, and whatever happens from there happens from there. But in any case, then there was another gentleman. He's about in my age bracket, and he's had a number of ideas as far as providing as far as meeting needs of autistics, which I'm actually going to be addressing in the next video. And him and I were really on the same page, as far as wanting to do specific programs to get autistics more involved with the community rather than just being isolated by ourselves, and so and I'm not just talking about finding other autistics, but I'm just talking about being able to to be able to fit in with the world around them. And so him and I had a nice exchange of ideas. After the meeting, him and I spent a lot of time talking about a lot of different ideas that he and I had both come up with, and figuring out how we might make some of these ideas come to pass. And then the other 2 individuals was a Dr. Braden, who's a neuro scientist, that basically, she's doing autism research, and doing what's called an fMRI on autistics in order to learn about how we progress as we age. Because after all, we do get older just like everybody else. The question is the aging process of an autistic any different from the aging process of a non-autistic? And no study like this has ever been done before. And so she's in the initial stages, and I was part of her first group of test subjects, in which I did an fMRI with her, and and her boss had attended as well. And there was, although everybody there was courteous to them, a couple of the autistic members, did make some comments afterwards as far as them, the perception that they were just basically there to push their wares on the group, and basically getting back to what one of my main goals are, my mission statement is to have dialogue between autistics, non-autistics, over these issues, and breaking down the walls of segregation in which autistics meet here, parents meet here, and professionals meet over here. We need to come together and to talk. Okay, so I want professionals to come and listen to us. Not like this one professional did at the East Valley Autistic Support Group, where basically she came, waved her company's banner, and then during announcements, and then quietly slipped out the door as we were setting up for the main discussion. Okay, I did not appreciate that, and I'm not going to name the organization. Nevertheless, let's just say that in that East Valley group, we're there's about 24 strong, maybe 10% of that group has actually received some benefit from this organization. About 40 to 50% of the group have nothing but contempt for this organization, and Exhibit A is basically what this lady did, which was come, wave the company banner, and then leave without actually talking to us and getting to really understand what's going on with us and our perspective about things. And so as far as the couple of people from our group that didn't appreciate Dr. Braden and her boss coming, well, basically they're probably used to professionals acting like this other lady did, who like I said, waved the company banner and then left, whereas Dr. Braden and her boss sat there and they listened to us discuss about these various issues, and that they listened for well over an hour, and that shows a level of respect for us, that that our opinions on things actually matter, that only one other professional in some Greater Phoenix has ever done, and that's Dr. Brian Woodruff, a neurologist who became part of our group for personal reasons, and he didn't. And not only did he come and bring his notepad and taking notes, as if we could actually, he was open to the possibility that we could actually provide him with useful information that he's not going to get elsewhere. Okay. But he also volunteered his knowledge and insights, and I've made references to this book that I've written and posted free online, that you can find it at aacphoenix.com. Go to the Putting the Autism Puzzle Pieces Together tab, and you'll find PDF downloads of all the chapters. And Dr. Woodruff critiqued all my material as it pertains to his professional expertise, and also particularly chapters 1 and 2 dealing with in first edition it's actually chapters 2 and 3. Second edition, which I haven't finished yet, it's actually going to be chapters 4 and 5. But anyways, bottom line is he has contributed so much time, volunteering so much of his time to helping us, not only listening to us but also helping us develop our understanding, that as far as I'm concerned, he's a lifelong member of any group that I ever start, ever, and because he has earned that privilege, whereas that these people from these other organizations who who have appointed themselves as our representatives without our consultation or consent believes it's their right to come in and wave their banner and then leave without listening to us. And and that's the difference. And as far as Dr. Braden and her boss, they're more like Dr. Woodruff than they are like this organization whose name I will not mention. And so, in any case, it is for this reason that I want them to come. And as far as any autistic that would be intolerant, of me allowing such professionals to come, their intolerance is a detriment to my long-term goals. And so that's my position, and and each to their own. I understand the resentment that a lot of autistics have towards professionals. Nevertheless, I believe that the goals I've set can only be met if the professionals come and join our meetings. And so as far as the meetings that I have, professionals will be welcome as long as they stay and listen. If they don't just wave their banner during introduction and then slip out the door before the discussion starts. Okay? They come, they listen to us, and they can also, Dr. Braden and her boss didn't really, chime in much, but if they feel, that they have something, worthwhile to say about the subject matter, they're free to contribute, just as Dr. Woodruff has, and although Dr. Woodruff, hasn't been able to come regularly to the East Valley meetings like he used to, and he probably won't be able to come to these, these monthly meetings, on Saturday evenings, nevertheless, he has earned the privilege to come and contribute, and as far as I'm concerned, so has Dr. Braden and her supervisor. And at this time, nobody else, no other professionals in Greater Phoenix has earned the privilege. Okay, when they come and they actually listen to us, then they'll earn the privilege to contribute to the discussion. But first thing they need to do is they need to come and they need to listen to us. And so, with that, I'll wrap up this video, and then I will do one, possibly two more videos, depending on how much detail I wind up going into, as far as what the specific things were that we actually discussed during the meeting. So that's the next one or two videos.